All right. We're gonna wanted to let everybody know I'm alive. I'm back at my car. That was a ride from hell because I wanted to avoid the schools again. The problem is the two main roads to get back to my car from downtown both have schools on them, and so you have to go way out of your way to get back to 36. I mean, I could have gone, I wouldn't have been breaking any laws had I gone back down the main road, but the last thing I wanted to do was trigger a bunch of pansies again who are going to call the police because there's a school within 4,000 miles. But I want to kind of play a song. This video will probably get deleted because I want when the police showed up, I've been listening on this ride. I was listening to a band called I Prevail, and I try to listen to some really heart pounding music, you know, to keep me motivated when I ride. But I want you to hear the song that was playing, and I kid you not, I had to stop it when I went live, but this is what was playing when the police showed up. It's from I Prevail, and I just think it was weirdly appropriate that this song was playing. It's called Bow Down, and just listen to a little bit of it, and you can look up the lyrics. I prevail, bow down. So in case you didn't hear that, the first words are get on your knees and bow down. Anyway, so a quick AAR to check out that song. The band is I Prevail, and the song is called Bow Down. And I just thought it was weird because that song was just ending as the first officer showed up. And what had happened, so I did my ride, I came up 36, and I went to go south, I believe is the direction, maybe it's west, south or west, down Business 36. And about a quarter mile or a half mile down the road, I saw what looked like a school in the distance, but I didn't see any school signs. And so I kind of kept going, and then as I got closer, I'm like, wait a minute, that looks like a school. And I intentionally do not ride my bike near schools. If I can help it, I will not ride my bike near school. Now, if I can't help it, the rifle that I carry was manufactured here in Texas. And not only was it manufactured here in Texas, why is my AC not working? Crap, my fan crapped out. Now I have no fan. It's freaking hot in here. So I made sure that it was, that my rifle, crap, now it's gonna be too loud to talk, is manufactured here in Texas, and I bought it here in Texas so that the federal Safe Gun-Free School Zones Act does not apply, because the act only applies to firearms that were engaged in interstate commerce. So I try to avoid them, but if I don't, I have a fallback in the sense that I only carry a firearm made here in Texas. But anyways, I'm coming down here, I saw what looked like a school, but I didn't see any school signs. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is not a school. It's just like a, maybe this is just like a park that's got baseball fields and all that. But I didn't want to chance it. So I turned around, I went back to 36 and continued north towards, or west, I guess, towards Main Street. And then I went down Main Street. Well, apparently this is a giant triangle, because I'm going past it right now. Yeah, so this was a school. And so there's a school, the Main Street's over there. And as I was going down that, I did see the school zone sign. And I was like, well, son of a crap. So I went back towards 36, and there's a neighborhood. I went into the neighborhood and went all the way around the school. Now, I came out near a cemetery, and as I was going up this road to get back onto Main Street, I saw, again, a school zone sign. So I decided, well, okay, I got to make a right turn because I don't want to go into a school zone. So I made a right turn. Now, the school, I found out, was about 3 more blocks down the road. There was a school about 3 more blocks down the road. Anyway, I made that right turn, went about another 2 miles or something, came out on Main Street, started going down Main Street, and then I wanted to change. I forgot why I pulled over. I was fixing something. I think I was checking the battery in my camera or something. And so I had stopped over here at the intersection of 84 and Business 36. And probably 2 minutes after I stopped, I heard somebody pull up behind me, and I turned around and there was a police officer. So that's when I started the live stream. The rest you guys have already seen. So when I do my rides, I do not carry identification. That way nobody can force me to identify. And even if they search me, they're not going to find anything. And I carry 2 phones, one that I live stream on if I need to, and one that serves as, I've got an app called Strata. It's for bikers, I guess, and runners, but it tracks your workouts. And it also provides you with a GPS track of your entire ride, so you know how fast you were going, what your average speed was, and the exact route that you took. And so that way I do that because if anybody like today ever calls and says, oh, he was in a school zone, first of all, it wouldn't have been illegal, but second of all, I don't go to school zones, and I would have been able to, if I had to in court, show the app that I was nowhere, I mean, near is a subjective term, but I was nowhere near a school. I might have been near a school zone, but I was nowhere near a school. And so those are the things that I do to kind of back myself up. So I've got my camera that's going, and then I have my phone set up. Now, for those of you who, I don't know what some of the other people's tricks are, but when I do a live, the way I'm able to go live quickly is before I get on my bike ride, I open up the YouTube app, I set up the live video, I put in the description, I put in the thumbnail, and then that way all I've got to do is turn my phone on and touch go live. And everything else is already taken care of. And I don't have to worry about fumbling through stuff and getting apps to open and all that, because literally all I have to do is turn on my phone and the app is already there and just touch the thing. And so I don't have to fumble around trying to title it or make sure I'm live and all that kind of stuff. So everything is perfectly set up. I don't know if there are other setups that other people use, but that's how I do it. So now what I'm doing is I'm going downtown to Gatesville because apparently their city council has, oh crap, I'm on the wrong side too. Looks like it's that way. Oh yeah, it is that way. Their city hall apparently has signage at the water department that says that it's a gun-free zone. So I'm gonna go in and check to see if the signage is legal, and I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'm only about a block away. I'm gonna take y'all with me, and I do want to live stream this because I'm gonna be going in, and so you're gonna find exactly what I find. Okay, so I do see on the wall it says municipal court clerk, and then it says city hall, and then there's a police station. Looks like the police station is right across the street. library is over here in the parking lot. So I don't know where, I don't know if they have a court in here or if just the court clerk. Now, if it's just the court clerk, only the office can be posted by law. They can't post the whole building because it's not a court. It's just a court clerk. But we're gonna go find out together, shall we? Now I gotta figure out what's wrong with my, shoot, my phone's getting hot. Probably because my AC wasn't working. So you can see it says Municipal Court Clerk and City Hall. I don't see any signs on the front, on the door. There's audio monitoring on these premises. So here's what this says right here. This building houses the municipal court and court offices. All weapons are prohibited from this building pursuant to Texas Penal Code Section 4603A3, and that's the courthouse exemption. Hello.
How are you doing, sir?
Good. I was trying to figure out what. So y'all are just the clerk, right?
Well, this is the municipal court.
Oh, this is actually where people go to court?
This is where they come and pay their fine. Yes.
But it's not the court itself?
Well, this is the court. I mean, this is where you come. This is where you see somebody for court.
Like a judge?
Well, the judge is on the day of the judge. The judge is not here every day. We only have court where the judge is here every 2 weeks.
But the judge. So if I have a
judge standing here? No, there's not a judge standing here. But this is the municipal court.
So if I have a ticket, where do I go to?
Come here.
I mean, what if I want to fight it?
You come here and make a plea.
Okay, and
So you need a plea agreement that says you're guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
well, I'm actually with Open Carry Texas. I'm trying to justify the sign out there.
So this is the court, and this is where you come and make your plea to the judge.
So when I have to, a judge actually sits on the other side of this glass?
A court clerk sits on the other side of the glass here.
No, I'm sorry.
A court clerk.
I guess I'm just confused. If I want to go to court,
You come here.
yes.
You sign an agreement.
Yes.
Schedule you for court. And then the court will be held in this building, but it's not held every day.
Okay.
It's only held when we need to have court.
So the court is in a different room, or?
It's in the council chambers across the hall.
Okay, so the court.
The whole building becomes a courtroom at the time that the judge is here.
Okay. So because the law says the
I
460.
don't know what the law says, sir.
Who's responsible for the sign, I guess? Who do I talk to about the?
City manager, but he's not here today.
He's not. What's his
You
name?
can go talk to the police department. They're next door.
Okay. Well, they can't do anything. I just want to talk to whoever's responsible for the sign, because.
So the guy who's responsible for the sign is not here today.
Okay. And what's his name?
William Perry.
William Perry. Okay. I can send him an
You
email.
put the sign up according to the city attorney, and that's the sign that the city attorney told us to post.
Where's the city attorney? I can talk to that person.
He's in McGregor, Texas.
Oh, wonderful.
Charlie Olson.
Okay.
Take off on your back. You might be there by 5, but I doubt it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll address it through that process then.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you,
Have a
sir.
good day.
You too. So, the court, I am like extremely confused now. Oh, there's council chambers, so I guess behind that door. There's the council executive room. That's council chamber. So the council chamber, okay, so is this a court or not? It can't, it's either a court or it's a council chamber. Okay, that's council chamber. Oh my gosh. You know, okay, and that's probably goes to the same room. You know, this is the problem, right? A citizen should not have to wonder, right? The law should be so clear that anyone, I mean, not just a sign, but the law that the sign pertains to should be, gosh, this guy couldn't even tell me anything about court. So then, let me turn this around. He couldn't even tell me about, he's sitting there saying that's the court, but it's quite obvious that's the court clerk and the city hall. And over here, what's that say? Gatesville City Auditorium. So it's either a court or it's not. But yet the judge is only here, I think he said, once a week. And so the building becomes a courthouse. So how is a citizen supposed to know? Because here's the thing, if it's not a courthouse right now, right? And it's a courthouse once a week, then that sign should only be up once a week. But how is a citizen supposed to know what day of the week that is? So if I walk in there, because by what he's telling me and what the law says is that a court building, right, you can't carry into a court building. The problem is there's no sign on the front door there. And the sign isn't until you go into the water department. So off to the right was the water department where you pay your water bill. And then the guy I was talking to was the court clerk. And for the record, just so you know, you do not have to enter a plea to a clerk. The only person that you have to enter a plea to is a judge. I had this issue in Rogers, Texas, because they tried to get me to sign a plea form, but I don't plea to a form and I don't plea to a clerk, I plea to a judge. And so the entire process anyway is all jacked up, because you have to come in here and plea to just some Tom, Dick, or Harry, not a judge who's been appointed or voted or elected. And so this has got to be unconstitutional, because it is so incredibly jacked up that I don't know if the judge is supposed to be here on a Monday or a Thursday or a Friday or a Tuesday. Oh wait, what's this say right here? Oh, that says public library. And a citizen, it should be very easy, as a law-abiding citizen, as a gun owner, I should be able to say, read the law that says I can't go into a courthouse, and I should be able to recognize this as a courthouse. And the law says building or portion of a building. So it would only apply to a portion of a building if it's a multi-use facility. The problem that we have is we can't do a lot, because there are several cases that are still working through, like Waller County and other places, Austin, that they're working through the legal process. And we probably won't have a resolution on this for another year. And we can't count on the legislature, because no bills were filed to clarify the law this year at all. So you're setting citizens up for failure by having such a confusing process on what a law-abiding citizen can do. Because I can walk into that building and be a law-abiding citizen on a Tuesday and then go back on a Wednesday and be breaking the law in the same building. It's just nonsense. All right. Well, I guess I got to run that down. There's Gatesville Police. Oh, I do want to go and file an open records request. Let's go do that. I want to get the 911 call for my ride. So we'll go in and do that together as well. I'm like really bright. Look at this. Look at my shoes. I got these nice neon orange shoes. My nice neon yellow shirt. Of course, my hat is camouflaged, so you can't see the top of my head. All right.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, I wanted to file an open records request.
Okay.
For a 911 call or calls. Did y'all get any more?
Yeah, one more call.
One more?
I think one. I don't know how many counties.
I ended up going down golf course road to get around the loop, so I didn't go down the main. Man, that was a long ride. Do you know if you have any call numbers or case numbers?
What is your name?
Well, it wouldn't be under a name. It'd just be under a guy riding his bike with a rifle.
Oh, from today?
Yes. I mean, if not, I can just put a timeline on here.
It's on the call sheet number?
Yes.
Report number, it's C as in Charles, S as in Sam.
Oh,
9
19
00
00
8407.
8407. Okay. And today is the 12th.
Is this for an accident?
Mm-hmm. It's,
Okay.
I was told that they don't make a report crash for a small damage.
Okay. Hold on one second. Go ahead.
When she put it on the board for each patrol, I saw that.
Okay.
I'll be right with you.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I don't know, is that kind of what you were looking for? All I wanted was any reports generated and the 911 calls, if any. Well, I know there were some.
Okay. All right. I will get this to the records clerk. And
Okay.
she will give you a call at this number,
Yeah, can you read that?
383.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. All right. So they had that sign up there about disarming people. Anybody that doesn't know better, they can't just disarm you in there. They can only disarm you if you go into a secure area of the police station. And they can only do so temporarily, and they're not allowed to run your gun either. I doubt they follow that part. Probably run it anyway. But okay, so I'm done here in Gatesville, Texas. Filed an open records request. Tried to figure out if that's a courthouse or not. I'm still confused. But I will follow up with the city manager and the city attorney, who apparently doesn't even live in the city. Go figure. Now I gotta figure out what the heck's wrong with my AC. My fan's not working. Yeah. And it's flipping hot, especially after a 16-mile bike ride. All right, guys, let me turn this around. Sorry about that. I'm gonna leave, leaving Gatesville. Thank you for watching, and for those that let me know that they had some potentially illegal signage here, yes, they do. And when a law is so incredibly broad that it's nearly impossible to interpret, you know, when I asked the guy if where the court is, and he's telling me it's here, and I say, okay, so this is where I come to fight a ticket? Well, no, that's the court. Well, I thought you said this was the court. Anyway, we'll get to the bottom of this, hopefully before I die, or before I'm murdered. All right, y'all take care, be safe, be free. Until next time, y'all. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong place. Y'all